Hi, Bruno. Hi, Kagan. Hi, Kaveri. Hi, Aditya. Good evening, everyone. Just one more moment. I'm just posting the link on Twitter. Then we can get started. All right. So I'm actually posted the link. Hope you all had a good weekend. Hi, Harry. This week is filled with, let me also open. Sharing and share the entire screen. This week is also filled with multiple events. We have CPI. Let's make a list of all the macroeconomic events which we are going to see over the week. And this week is going to be interesting. Just now, Bitcoin is doing pretty good. Let me just do the economic calendar. Hi, Delta Bravo. Hi, Nagesh. Hi, Special. Let me just click on this week. Let me only look out for select all, clear all. Just only for United States. And apply. Where is apply? Done. No. Apply. Okay. Let me close it. So Monday, we have retail inventories for auto, which is okay type of thing, not very significant. So we can live with it. Auctions are all right. Tuesday we have FOMC William speaking. Then we have house prices on Tuesday. Consumer confidence. This is really important. Consumer confidence on Tuesday. Wednesday, we are going to have GDP. And yep, GDP is important. Thursday, we're going to have CPI, which is really, really important. And that's it. Friday, we have payrolls and unemployment rate. So Thursday, Friday are really, really big events which are going to happen over this week. I'm also waiting for next week. Like we are expecting FOMC minutes, which will be really, really good to have clarity on the market when the balance sheet reduction will come into the picture. So I'm looking forward to that. Hi Vasudha. Hi Satya. Yep, I'm doing well. Hi Ashok. Hi Miza. Hi Satish. Good evening. All right, so let me just start with welcoming you all. I hope you all had a good weekend and good time. Kind of taking a break from the market and doing other things. So let's start for next week. And as I went through the list of economic events which are going to happen over the coming week, we have important events, CPI, GDP, and payroll. So back to back Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we're going to have some economic events. Plus, one more thing which I wanted to speak is regarding Biden's unnecessary push on Putin. As of now, things were kind of not getting worse, I would say, Russia and Ukraine. And all of a sudden, Biden came and said Putin should no longer be there and he should be removed, which was uncalled for. Even White House staff came to cover that up. but that was not called off, like called for. I don't know why he want to poke things at this moment when things are like at this time. This was not the thing he should have spoken, but he did. And if you're poking somebody who has a nuclear asset, and US as of now has maintained a state that yes, he's not going to participate in that war, but by simply saying that Putin should be removed, or he should be like thrown out from that presidentship, it was really, really bad. Imagine just like if Trump was still the president of USA and some other country would have said the same thing, people who did not even supported Trump would have come and backed him for this. So now Russian people will feel that yes, Putin was right. It's always the USA who is pushing things. So it could be really, really interesting thing. Hi, Special. That's good. We're on the same page, Special KQ. So let's start from that, keeping politics aside, because politics can be really, really good catalyst in this market. Let me just start by looking at the simple scan, which is my inside day and inside week. So first, I would like to start from an inside week. Let's see what's happening in the week. Also, no. Also, let's check on the month. And all this I'm doing is I'm doing an inside month on my watch list. You can do anything on here. So Google is doing inside month. Snap is doing inside month. S&P is doing inside month. IBM is doing inside months. So all these tickers, they are really, really doing inside month. So let me make a note on my sheet. Google is doing inside. Let me just delete all this so that we can have a clean plate. Inside month. CRM also doing inside month. Then we had Snap also inside month. So there's a very high possibility they are going to break out. SPY. Yes, I'm just making an additional note for this. It's also an inside month. HD, I do want to include HD now because with market moving in a specific direction, we need certain stocks which we can account for, because these HD lows, targets, these are all retail stocks, and if inflation is going to get higher and higher, they're going to get impacted. And with the rate of interest going almost touching 5%, and the demand of houses kind of easing off, like I have seen last week that the houses which were closed maybe at 800, 900,000 a week back, now all of a sudden dropped 10 to 15% their prices. This is not the right, like this is a clear asset deflation, which is not a good thing. And all the impact of asset deflation is going to be beared by the retail companies, beared by the HD, Target, Walmart, all of those companies. Okay, so that's good. So I'm just making a note that I should include HD here. HD, I want to include. Maybe IBM. IBM have earnings this week. So let's see if they break out or break down. Then let's do a inside scan on week. And let's see what comes out. Like inside month is a very big consolidation, that yes, the price range is holding between the last month and current month. Now, if there's a break on the inside month, that is going to be a very, very big move. Do not ignore that. What's happening with inside week? Still coming. Let me try inside day first. And in between, you also have any charts, any tickers you want to discuss, put them in the chat so that we can see. I don't think so we have inside week. Inside day, we have Tesla, Airbnb, Chewy, Plug. So Tesla is still inside day. Tesla has had like double inside days for the last 2 days. So let me just do one more scan. 1 second. Double inside bar. Not in all stocks. In my default. Tesla and Plug are two double inside bars. Is back to back there. All right, so I'm pretty much ready. We can start. So let's start with ES. So now ES is a very important area. You see, we are creating a zone which is kind of ascending, meaning moving up, but the range is coming down and down, and we are at an important area. Like Friday 44.90, which we established was a good area for support. It held that support and market bounced right from that area. It came all the way to 44.93. Like if I convert this into normal candles, you will see it came all the way to 44.92, 93 area, and then bounced, tested the regression line perfectly, which is 44.40 area. And as I said, it's not an easy regression line to cross. It's going to be some tough areas here. 44.40, 44.60, 44, not 44, 45.60. So this is a tough area, this is a tough area, and this is a tough area. Support is exactly 44.90. Now the trade here, which is till the moment we are holding 44.90, we should be good and move forward. And once we break, let me also remove the volume. I don't like it. Now it is much better. You see, it's right here. And if again, I'm just making a proactive assumption. If you consider this from the regression line, or if you want to consider from here, we came here, make down, came here, went up. If we come down somewhere here, we'll hit this area. That's something which is my target. Or maybe in fact, we can reach up to this area. If we come back and test 43.82. So in case market drops down, because it's struggling at this regression channel, it might hit 44.90 and then test these two numbers. If somehow market comes around this area, even to 4400, I think if it reverses, you will see a significant move upwards towards 46.68. I'm pricing in here the drop for CPI, FOMC minutes. I'm pricing in that. If 43.82 is not held by the market, then it can get really, really bad. Right now, we have come out from a bearish phase because now the 12 EMA is leading and the 34 EMA is lacking. So I would see that it should provide a very significant support. I doubt it's gonna break below 43.82 at this moment, but things can change. Politics can escalate at any moment. So I would keep 44.90, 44.20 as a no trading zone. And if it breaks between 44.90 or below 44.90, it's going to come and test 44.50 60 and may come to 43.82 area. So as of now, I'm not bullish, but I'm not bearish either. I am totally like neutral. So in my sheet, first of all, I'm committing 50% because at this moment, neither I'm bullish nor I'm bearish. So I really want to go on both the sides as neutral. This is the first time I'm doing totally neutral trade. There's no bias for me in this market as of today. We might have a bias as and when we go below 4490. I would love to sell. And in case of buy, I want to keep a very tight stop loss of 45.20. Targets will be 45.40, 45.60. So 45.40, 45.60, 45.81. And in this case, below 44, let me update the stop loss. Buy above, buy in the range 45.20 to 45.30. If you want to go long, buy in this area, look for these targets. If you want to go short, sell below 45.20. Your target should be 44.90. If 44.90 breaks, you will see 44.60 or 44.58, which is a perfect number. So market is right at the point where you can make trade either side, and that's why I'm totally neutral. Neither I'm bullish nor I'm negative. I will answer you one thing after I'm done with my analysis. So my stance is neutral. I'm gonna wait for 45.20. 45.20 is till the moment I'm holding above 45.20, I'm bullish in the sense I would like to buy. If it goes below, I'll be selling with the stop loss of 45.20. Very small trades. If I do not have to trade, I am more than fine with it. But I'm keeping this very, very clear. Triple Q. Triple Q is right here. Triple Q is, you see, from here all the way. Guys, give me 1 second. There's an alarm which is running on my side. Give me 1 second. Let me find out where it is. Give me 1 second. Okay, it stopped. It stopped. So I don't want to call it, but if we have a red candle, like we are on the verge of positivity, but the candles are way far away from the EMAs. Plus, it's setting them for a evening star. Evening star is a bearish pattern. So tomorrow, if we have, let me use the red color just to give you, if we have a red candle like this, where you have open here, and then it's moving towards, this will become a evening star. Evening star is a pattern where you actually define the top. So we ran from here. This was a morning star, 1, 2, and 3. So this was a morning star, which ran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was a bottom trend. Now we have an evening star. If it works out, it will be a massive top for now. It might come down to 348. In fact, it might even come down to 344 area before jumping, because that's the support of the regression channel as well. So keep an eye till the moment 359 above is held, like this line is held, we are good. If it goes below than that, then there's a possibility that we might see some sell-off on QQQ, especially on the tech going into this week. Yes, we had some good rallies, and if we break above 350 or 360, that will be negating this impact. So like here also we had a good evening star potential, but in this case, the difference was the dodgy candle. The dodgy candle was within the price section of the previous candle. Here, the dodgy candle is right above the price section. So that's a better evening star setup. And if you see the impact of the evening star, you can see right here, we had evening stars. We had evening stars here, where we had cut down. We had evening star right here. Right here, we had a cut down. We have an evening star here. We had a cut down. We have an evening star here. We had a massive cut down. This is a clear example of an evening star. So I'll be keeping myself very confined here in QQQ. They have seen a good 10% rally, more than 10% rally, in fact. So if I have to go long, I would be going long above 361. So again, I'm going to keep neutral to short in QQQ because it's making an evening star. Neutral on the buy and short if market goes below. And I would love to sell this with 359 below, stop loss of 351, stop loss of 360, 150, 360, 150. It's a difficult area to cross. 361, 50. Target is 351 area, which is 351 area. In fact, you might also have a 355 test. So let me put 355, 351, 65. And again, I'm increasing its percent to 60 because it's setting up for an evening star. So I'm just mentioning potential evening star on daily candle. Also here, it was an inside month. So break. On the neutral side, I would love to buy above 361 now. I would like to keep a stop loss of 359. And I would love to buy this only and above 361.50. I will not touch here. And target is 366, which is this extension, which is the right there, 23. And then we have a target of 375. So 366, 375. If we break higher. But I'm giving only a 40% for now because I want it to break above 361, which is going to be really tough. Once we break above, then we have a good potential to go higher. So keeping an eye on 361.5. That's really, really important for QQQ. Apple is like, it was positive and it's doing really, really well in last days. But again, it came and tested this regression line once again. And again, all of these stickers, they are moving, but they're also setting up for a inverted head and shoulders. Like same thing. If we can come down and then go up, that becomes an inverted head and shoulder and we can move higher. If we move from here, then you can see this is a tough area for it. It has struggled here a couple of times right there. So I'm keeping my neutral tone on Apple now. I want it to, like, if QQQ has to go down, then Apple will also be a bigger participant there. So I'm not going long on Apple. Currently, I wanted to go long at around 167 area because the EMAs and the candles are too far away. And usually there is a gravitational love between both of them. If it breaks down, it will come and test this. And right now we are well away from these candles. There is a substantial area where these candles and the EMAs are away. So they will come back and test it. And again, it tested. See, market is all about very simple theory. You test the resistance, then you come back and test the support. If you break the resistance, you go to the next resistance. That resistance becomes the support. So now here it has acted as a resistance. If and we can clearly see there's a significant gap. So if this act as a resistance, it can easily come back and test the support. The support is right here, the EM is. So I'm going to go short on Apple for now. And again, this can change, but my bias is still positive because the trend is positive. So I'm going to keep my bias here a little neutral just because I want to go short here. I want to sell below 173.50. And my stop loss will be the regression line top, which is right here, 175 area. And my targets, I'm not expecting as I said, I'm not bearish on the market, but I want the test of support, 172 and 167.50. I want to see test of support. Can go long or go long above greater than 175. If it goes above EMS. If it go above 175, then we can go long. That's why I'm just keeping it neutral. I'm not bearish on it. AMD. AMD is struggling. AMD is struggling right at this area of 118, 119. Again, it's making an evening star potential, but again, the candle is below the body, so I will not trust this as much. If the doji was right here, that would have been much better. Like whenever you have an evening star, a morning star, the middle candle body should be above the left candle. If it is a morning star or an evening star, it doesn't matter. This should be especially in case of left candle. Right candle, it is fine, but left candle should always be this body, which is the doji body, should be. Yeah, 1 second. Alarm is going on. 1 second. Guys, give me 1 minute. I'm trying to find this alarm. It's annoying. 1 minute. Yep, I'm back. Sorry, like that alarm clock, my baby's watch. They set up so many alarms, just going on and on and on. Now I found it. So AMD, I will try to add AMD at 114 area. I will give it one more chance and see if it works. So I would love to add it. Not at this price, but I want to add it. I don't want to short AMD because it's very good in momentum, but it's close to the EMAs as relatively, if you want to compare that with Apple. So I want to add it around 115 AMD. So I will buy near 115, 116 area, stop loss 114. And this price is well below the current price. If 118 held, then look out for 124, 130. But I want, if it drops, it comes in this area 115, I would be a buyer in AMD. I wanted to come here and test it so that I can actually add AMD. I'm not going short on AMD for one reason. First, the doji is underneath the top here. That kind of negates the negativity. Second thing is, if it comes near the 12 and 34, it's holding that 12 EMA perfectly. So if it comes here, it's a very good opportunity to go long. That confirm in this area between here and here, it could be choppy. So I don't want to take a risk. But if it holds 118, we can see 124. Just being very clear on what my directions are. Then Amazon. And guys, I will address all your queries once I'm done with my analysis. Amazon is holding this 3260 area beautifully. It is allowing the EMAs to catch up because it had a massive rally from all the way 2700 to almost 3300, which is about 600 points, 20%. So Amazon is really, really bullish. If it can hold 3260, it's good. I would like to give it one more try, 3260 area. If it holds, I'm gonna like it. If it doesn't, 3158 is something which I would love to add. Amazon. Amazon, I'm still bullish, but like the trend, I'm still giving it neutral. I want to buy in this area. Target is 3325, 3375. These are the same targets we had it from Friday, because it's holding. It's also making a complete W pattern, but it's kind of what I'm disappointed is it's shaping up well, but it's now flattening, which is not a good thing. In all the other cases, you saw inverted head and shoulders, but this was a clear W pattern. It should have gone like this, the dotted structure, but it's struggling right here. So if it fails 3260, it might come down to test this area, which is 12, maybe the 34. So both these points I would love to add, but I'm gonna keep 3260 as a very confined stop loss. If it goes below, these are the two areas. If it goes up, then this thing remains. So I'm going to mention here below 3260, targets 3158, which is a 12 EM. I'm just keeping that as a target. Test of 12 EM. Boeing. Boeing is like trying to hold this area. It's kind of making a bullish pennant, bullish flag. It wants to break above. Like if you see this chart on the weekly candles as well, I was just observing, it's inside week roughly, and from here, if you see, this was an inside week morning star, which could have moved, but it consolidated here. So now if it holds above 190, there's a very good potential towards 196 and 207 area, 207, 208. If that happens, they could be a really, really good move in Boeing. Stop loss is pretty confined, 186.70. So in Boeing, 187 is the stop loss. I'm gonna move targets to 196 now and 204.70. This is a weekly morning star consolidation. So if there's a push, you might see some push in Boeing for sure. Baba, again, like if you see tested the trend line perfectly. Friday we had an area of 108, which is the 34 EMA. It filled the gap. Now again, it tested. This is the same example. Like if you want to compare it with Apple, candles went away, test the regression channel top, came and test the EMS. So similar thing can happen on Baba. It almost came and tested. Now 108 is a really good area as a support. If it holds, like tomorrow, I don't know how the Asian markets will open, but if this area holds, we might have a potential of 114 and towards 121 area. So Baba is in this area 114 or 115 and 121 area. Gap is filled. And this is very simple trading. Support is tested. Now, once the support is tested, next is resistance needs to be tested. So this is I'm still positive on Baba for now. So Baba is 115 area, which is this target, and then the regression channel, which is somewhere around 120. So I'm there. Caterpillar, if you see, Caterpillar has been consolidating really well. It's not able to break 225 for somehow, but what it's allowing is it's allowing EMAs to come higher, and it's coming in an area where it can test it and then ready for a breakout. Right now, in the last 5 days, it has not broken below this area. It's consolidating. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days of consolidation. We are about to see a very big move on Caterpillar. If you look at John Deere has already done that move. It has already broken out. It was not moving like it. If I open 5-year calendar, it was not moving. This was a bullish symmetrical rectangle. It was not moving, but then it broke out. If you compare that with CAT, I'm just for 1 second. If you do the similar thing, let me just change the style. Yeah. And do it for 5 years. Yeah, 5 years time frame. So here you see the same consolidation is here, but it broke out now. It broke out. In this case, it's still struggling in this area. So there's a potential of a breakout in Caterpillar. So I'm more confident on Caterpillar at this moment. It's consolidating. It might break down as well because consolidation can happen at any side. But looking at the momentum, I think it's gonna break higher. So I'm gonna keep Caterpillar. Same thing, 230. Now it's 5 days of consolidation. So very high possibility of a breakout. Costco is also doing the same thing. It's consolidating. Like last 1 week, it's testing 553 area, but it's not breaking it down on the closing basis, which is really a bullish sign. Okay, so you're saying 1 second. So on the weekly candles, I'll still not call this as a shooting star, because shooting star usually is a red candle, price action from here to here. In this case, we held on to the base. So this is not a clean shooting star. It's not a clean shooting. In fact, it's not a shooting star. Shooting star should be like this, not a green candle. It should be a red candle where the open is here and the close is here. Here, in this case, it is open and it is closed. That is the difference. Just to give you clarity. Going back to Costco. Costco is on 1 day area. It is almost testing the EMA. So I think it's ready. It had good numbers after the ER and it's good consolidation. Same thing is like here. If you see good ER, it's consolidating and then it starts to rally. Boom. Doesn't stop. Good consolidation. Boom. It moves. Good consolidation. It is very likely it's going to move very high, quickly and very fast. Target, I'm still hoping for 576 and 605 on Costco. It's holding that 5. Again, all this 553 area is on the closing basis. So if you are looking to buy Costco, keep an eye 556, 558 area. You want to buy, you can buy, but 553 is a really, really good stop loss. If you want, you can extend that stop loss in case market falls to 548. I don't think so. It's going to go below 548, and below 548, I think it's going to consolidate more. But I'm really, really expecting this to be making out a break, 576. So I'm increasing its percentage to 70. Again, 6 days of consolidation. And if price action is telling you that 553 is not breaking at the closing basis, so we should keep that in mind. Not breaking. Not closing basis. Let me I'm just removing some just to make sure we have. I don't want to extend this. Okay. Facebook. Facebook came 225 area Friday, tested it and could not break out above it. There is a possibility for Facebook, like I drew this trend line joining the basis. If I extend this for now, it's holding it really well. It did not test it, but if I wish or if I want to trade, my stop loss will be somewhere here now, which is 219, and I would love to go higher above 221, roughly 222. So Facebook is still in this area. I want to buy above 222 in this case now. And why I'm doing this? Because it has recaptured, and on the weekly basis, it closed above the 34 EMA by about 222. Stop loss is 290. And what are my targets in this case? My targets are this area, which is 233 for now. So I'm going to focus on 233. Again, 34 EMA and closed above it. Snap has an inside month. It's consolidating really, really well. Again, it tested the bottom 12 EMA, which is really good sign that now if it breaks below, that's negative. But if it holds this line, I think it should move forward. So I'm going to keep very small stop loss of 3470 area, 3450 area, or in fact 3430 area. Snap, I'm positive. So 3425 is my stop loss. Buy above 35. Target will be 37 and 41. Now this is inside month, so it's consolidating really, really well. Also, if you look at the monthly candle, where is next month? You see, it's holding this regression channel to the point. Tested this, it's inside month. If it comes to 41, it breaks out. It could be a massive move on the higher side. So I'm expecting a good move in Snap along with Facebook and Google. So let's see if it holds this area or not. 35, like if you look at the price action, this green candle is around 34. So 34 should be really, really good area. If 34 breaks, I don't think so it's going to continue in that fashion. So I'm keeping myself limited to 34 as a stop loss. Again, 60%. Google again tested that regression channel line, and now it's making an evening star. I don't like this, but I think it can test 2730. So I'm gonna short Google for now. It's a potential like evening star. Which fails if it holds above 2848. Ignore greater than 2848. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to short it right here below 2830. I want to sell this. Just I want to test the support because stop loss is 2848. Potential target is first is 2750, 60, 2760, 2730. So that's Google for me. I'm expecting it to test 2730. If 2848 breaks and moves higher, I'll go and do a higher move towards 2900. CRM also is like struggling. Like CRM was trying to break out but could not, and now it's a bearish candle, and it's trying to lose that momentum. So possibly if it loses 209, which is the 12 EM, it has tested that for now. If it loses that, it might come to 202, 203 area. So looking at the price action, this is a bearish pattern. So again, CNM, I'm converting this to short, and this is inside month plus bearish engulfing. Now in this case, I want to sell below 209.50. Again, it doesn't mean that market will react in the same manner. The idea is if market is going to get weak, this is a possible stock where we can go short as compared to the other stocks. Stop loss is 211. Target is around 205.50 and 202. I don't want to do U, so I'm including HT. Home Depot. Home Depot has been weakening and it's breaking very, very important support. Friday, we discussed about it, that yes, it has a potential to lose this area 300, and it almost did that. So I'm gonna go and continue shorting this, and I would love to keep a stop loss of 311 or 313. So HD is short for sure. Sell below 310. Stop loss is 313. And it's a continuation of the short move. It also has a gap to fill right here. 300 and 3 and yeah, 303. 303 gap needs to be filled. So let's see if it can hit and fill that gap. Eyeing the gap at 303. It is a weak candidate for now. So if it breaks below, just sell this. High potential for this to go down. Microsoft. Microsoft. Uh, it's like struggling around 303 area. Here, it was not able to close above this, failed, tested. Again, could not have a close above this area 304. And might come and test this. Again, Microsoft is stock which is a very big component size in the indexes, both Nasdaq as well as on QQQ on ES. So 298 area is holding. I would love to add this at 299 area if it comes with a stop loss of 297. So I'm not selling this, but I want to buy this at 299 area. I'm still positive here. My stop loss is 297. I want to buy these near 299, 300 area, and my targets are still the same. If it goes above 304, my targets are still the same. And I'm pretty much solid on Microsoft that yes, it has potential. It's consolidating in this area. It's not breaking below this area. It's not breaking above this area on the closing basis. So it's consolidating, consolidating, and consolidating. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of consolidation in Microsoft. Nvidia. Again, Nvidia could not break 281 area on the closing basis, and the EMAs are still away. So there's a possibility that it might come around 267, and that would be a good area to add. Or you can short this at 281 and wait for 256. There's a very high possibility for Nvidia to do that. There's a gap which needs to be filled. Right here, there's a gap. This is a gap which needs to be filled on Nvidia. Plus the EMAs are far. It might test here. The above side, it's tough. This is resistance, and the regression line is resistance. It definitely made a higher high, higher low, but it's kind of making a dodgy. So I'm not inclined to short because the dodgy bottom is not right here. If it was here, I would have marked that as potential evening star. So I would love to short this if it breaks below this area, which is the lower of Friday and the high of Thursday. The high of Thursday is 272. The low of Friday is 272. 272.71, 272.38. 272 is an important area for Nvidia. If you want to go long on Nvidia, looking at the market conditions, you need to keep 272 as your stop loss. If you want to go short, you need to sell below 272. So I'm of the opinion, because it's struggling here, the test of resistance, it might do a test of support. So I'm planning to short Nvidia now. I'm keeping it neutral because it is really, really good momentum right now. But if it goes below 272, I would sell it, stop loss 277. And my target will be this area 265 and test of 256, 257. It's a good test of resistance. At 281. Not test of, tested. Now let's support UPST. UPST failed 113 and now it's making a really bad move. It tried to break above, could not pursue, hold, tested 134 and now it's losing that momentum. Now support is around 80 area, which is significantly far. So if I have to short, I will love to short this. If there's an opportunity to rise, I will see if it can rise above 105 to 108 and I will sell this. But 108 is a really good stop loss for its sell. Sell near 103 to 105. If you can get any opportunity, just sell this. Target is 100, which is a psychological level, and then 96.60. It has potential to go to 80, so keep an eye on UPST. Netflix, it's holding again, like it's holding the 12 EMA on the closing basis. So I'm just keeping an eye. Something positive is along the lines for Netflix. It's making a bullish pennant right now, and bullish pennant meaning bullish flag. The tops are consolidating, the bottoms are consolidating, and it's right there. So it's a bullish pennant for sure. So now I just want to see if it breaks out or breaks down. Very small stop loss, 370 is the stop loss. $370 is the stop loss. Target area is 378 and 388, 394. If you can get it around 372, it's a very small stop loss of 2 points. I think something is about to come on Netflix. I don't know what, but it's a good consolidation. Snow again, it's holding this. It's similar to what we saw in Netflix. It's holding the 12 EMA. If it loses the 12 EMA, because it had really bad ER, so if it loses the 12 EMA, which is 216, I think I should go and short this. And if the market is weak, I think Snow has a potential to go down and it has a gap to fill. So I'm going to short this for 216. I'm going to sell below 216 and I'm going to keep my stop loss right here at 220. My targets will be this area where it has seen some support, which is significantly lower. Or if you want to see 200, like I don't see any support here below 200. I'm just keeping 200. So Snow is a good potential for short. If market is weak, sell Snow. Tesla, everyone's favorite. Tesla is doing double inside days. Now Tesla is holding this trend line, making a bullish pennant. Candles are away. If it loses 1,000, it will come down drastically. It's holding that 1,000 area very beautifully for now. But my problem is that they've just released that they have stopped production in Shanghai, or which center? I think they have stopped production because of virus risk in somewhere. So it's going to impact production. And right now they are delay in production, and their main goal for 2022 was to increase the production. Ubrino, yes, it's also making a bullish flag. That's why I'm saying if 1,000 is hold, it's good. It can move higher. If 1,000 breaks, it can also break down significantly. because there's no support right here. So I'm just keeping 1000 as my very, very crystal clear area. Above 1000, I'm going to keep long on Tesla. Below 1000, it can come down drastically. It has potential to give big moves. And I'm going to keep on eye on that. Again, it's making, as Ubrino is saying, it's making a bullish pennant. Yes, it's making a bullish flag 100%, but it's also making a bull flag right at the top of the channel. And if it loses this, there's no support here. Support is at 929 area, which is a 12 EMA and which is also the 100% candle. So keep an eye. For once, I'm going short here. If you want to go long on Tesla, 1000 is your stop loss. But now I'm looking to short Tesla, sell below 1000. If you want to trade on inside day as well, you need to go long above 1022. Keeping, I will mention that. Target is 929. See, there's no support here, and that is where the problem is. If you don't have support, you have potential to fall. 929, which was the last support. And I'm going to add one more row for Tesla. Because people love to trade this. I'm keeping both the sides. But I am 60% short and 40% I'll be long. Okay. In this case, 1000 is a stop loss. You need to buy above 1022. 1025, in fact. So in this case, 1022 should be fine. And targets will be 1055. And I'm giving 1100 as, so I'm giving 40% here. In this case, I will be neutral. So I want to buy Tesla if it holds 1000. I'll be shorting Tesla if it goes below 1000. So that's my work for tomorrow. Again, I'm gonna post the Zoom link if anybody wants to talk. I have 15 minutes. We can discuss charts and I can take your queries, look at all the things. HQY, let me just check. So I've shared the link. If you want to come in, you can come and you can talk. Once again, we have a very low participation and I don't know for how long I will continue doing this, but I am like, it's testing my patience because I can do this for me at any time. I do not have to spend time doing all this exercise. If people have no interest, I cannot like force them to come and learn. And HQY. Ahmed, I really don't know much about this company, but I can give you some levels if you want, because I can give you that on the technical basis. So it's from here. Okay, so it was struggling at 59. Yep, right there, 59 it was struggling. It's trying 65. It's Ahmed, it's coming to an area where it is going to find some resistance. If you can see a close above 67, I think then you can see a move towards 73. Otherwise, I would wait for 59 to come. 59 area is something where it can make a cup and a handle pattern as well. So I would love to see this at 59 so that I can go long. Or if it moves above 67, 68 area, it has very good potential to move to 73. I've not checked VIX. Let me just check for Reno. So VIX is on the daily basis, it's again as of now, I don't see anything in the VIX. It might move towards 25. The trend is negative, and that's what is reflected in the market. Market is going up. But as of now, I don't see any reply. I will see if it comes back and takes 21, 22 area. And then I can say VIX can take things into the negative side for market. VIX on the move up. I don't know. I'm just waiting. It's not giving me any clear direction, Mr. Reddy. Mitchell, I have already covered HD. It's trying a gap of 303. It's there in that sheet. It's mentioned HD. It's eyeing the gap of 3 and 3. So I'm looking forward to fill that gap. Hi, Aman. You can speak now.
No, Vijay, just first of all, let me thank you. I don't post, but I do appreciate all of your good content. So thank you on that. Just a question on Tesla, Shanghai being a major factory for Tesla. It's not official news, right? So it's not coming out of Tesla.
It was somewhere I saw on 1 second. I
think it was on Bloomberg.
It was on Reuters because I have subscribed to Reuters. Just 1 second.
Okay. Sure.
Let me just check Tesla. Because I definitely read that properly. Because of virus, something they have stopped the production for Shanghai.
Yeah, I mean, the reason that I'm mentioning that, it doesn't seem to be official news coming from Tesla. Yes.
If it is not official, then I should take my words back because I just saw that. Tesla Shanghai news. It's Reuters. So I don't know whether it is not official. Tesla to halt production, Bloomberg news reports.
Yeah, when I say official, it's not coming from official sources from Tesla.
You've not even denied that.
Yeah.
But it's only for 1 day, so it's not a big issue, but the news is there.
Yeah, I mean, it was holding 1,000 on Friday. I like your numbers, but I just wanted to kind of comment on the news part. And it's only for 1 day. So hopefully that's baked into when the market opens tomorrow. It won't have detrimental impact, even though China's a pretty big market.
I'm not able to hear you properly. Can you speak a little?
Sure. Yeah, I just don't know if it's going to have such a major impact, even with
no.
Yep.
It's not going to have an impact. It's just that it was in the news, so that may be a possible. But what I'm afraid of is this gap. You see, there is no support here. If it loses this line, I don't see anything which can hold.
Yep.
So that's the only concern I have. So if it holds, that's why I covered both the sides. If it holds, it can move towards 1055. If it doesn't, then we might see some pullback.
Sure. Awesome. Yeah. And thank you once again for all that you do. Much appreciated.
No problems. Hello, KQ.
Hi, Neville. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. This is my first time coming on live. I'm K or Special KQ. It's the same. And on Twitter, I think it's KQ on there. So it's the same person. First, I want to say thank you for all that you have done and share and your knowledge and the time that you spent. And it is greatly appreciated. But Neville, I have an issue with the regression channel. So can I share my chart to show
Sure.
you what I have?
Sure. Give me one moment. Let me make you the host so that you can do it. You are host. Now you can share your screen.
So you got to tell me what to do.
You just need to share your screen. If you're doing Zoom, you can, there's a button at the bottom, share your screen.
Okay. So
It's like if you can use the keys Alt plus S, you should be able to. And guys, if anybody else wants to share your screen, please come over. I've shared the link in the YouTube chat. Did you find that option, Kay?
No.
Can you press Alt and S together at the same time?
Alt and S, yes.
Should allow you to share your screen.
I see screen 1 and screen 2. Okay, no, I saw it now. Sorry, see it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's because I'm using both the two monitors. So I think I need to press 1.
Stop sharing and share again with 1.
Stop sharing and then discourage 2. Are you seeing it now?
Yes, I can see your screen now.
Wonderful. Okay, this is my regression channel that I have. Never, and I did go to the 5 years one day. I did, and I take it from here.
But that's one thing. Like if you move a little bit forward, you will see right here in March of 2020, there is one more dip. That is also a change of trend. So you should take your regression channel from there.
From right here?
Yes. See, when you're drawing a regression channel, you should look at the change of trend. Here, the trend was going forward, and then all of a sudden it came down. You should take from there and then draw this channel.
Okay, so let me remove that and take it from here.
Yes.
And I go to, I think you said to go where? Right here, right?
I would say just go to the top of 400, 4800. You need to move your screen on the right. Scroll to the right because there's still more area to be covered.
It doesn't give me any more room to scroll in that one.
Because high is not okay. You're looking at Amazon, then it's fine. Just take it from there. That's fine.
Okay.
Yes. So you can see now these areas pretty clearly. Now expand it. Expand the chart. And you have these levels, right? So
yes.
Now look at 3115 is a really good support for you. And you see your extensions are coming right to the bottom of this, which is really good. You can use them. And
how about my fibs?
That's
and Neville, how is it that my fibs are right here and it doesn't extend as yours?
You can click on it and just right click on it. Extend to the left. Do you have that option? You have only right extensions. Cancel the right extension.
Cancel that one?
Cancel the right extension.
Okay.
Now click again. Why you don't have extend to the left? Because I have both the sides. maybe there is some configuration.
Okay.
I'll just check. It's a very simple configuration where you
Okay, I'll check that though. Thanks. So with the regression channels, okay, just like for Amazon and okay, for Amazon, and as you said, when it changes the trend, I should go to the latest. Okay, like for here, I was starting here, but then it changes here.
yes,
So
and
I
now
should
yes. Also look at 3773. It came down as well. So if you want to draw one more regression channel from top to 2600, that should also be a fine way of testing it.
from where to where, Denzel?
From high of 3773,
Yeah.
you can
Oh,
also
to come from here to here.
yes, from top
Okay,
to bottom.
from top to bottom.
That will also give you much cleaner levels.
Okay.
And in that case, you can hide your extensions.
Like this way?
Yes.
Okay.
And now if you expand your chart,
Oh, mercy.
now you will have much more cleaner levels. And you will see that it's kind of holding on to certain important areas. You see the blue line is coming there from left to right on this line, which is the top. It's holding on to that line.
So the
On the screen,
purple?
the price. No, look at the price on the extreme right, 30 to 95 in the green. Right?
Okay, right here.
30 to 95.
32, right
The
here.
blue line just next to it on the left.
Okay.
Look at that line. It was acting as resistance in the past 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This time it's holding that area. So that's why I'm saying 30 to 60 is really, really important area. If we hold that, we can see 32, 33, 75, 33, 400 area. So if
Okay.
it loses this, it's going to come down.
Okay. Got it. Thank you so much, Neville. I'll do some more practice. I'll watch the video and do some more practicing.
It's just that you will do a couple of things and just focus on them. You'll be easily able to grasp all this regression channel. They're very simple.
Yes. Thanks, Neville, once again.
No problems.
Appreciate it. So I'll stop sharing.
Okay, I'll just take up the control back.
Okay.
Where is the replay?
I talked to him.
Okay, I'm the host once again. I only have 5 more minutes. If anyone else, let me just read your queries. That's fine, Tommy. It's fine. Toss needs to implement more hotkeys for tool selection. For sure, yes. Modrena is making head and shoulders in the last 6 days. Modrena, I am always like, sell this company. It's not head and shoulders. I don't see head and shoulders in the last few days, but it's a negative bearish pattern. It's testing the area. It can easily break down to 144, 145 area. Stop loss is very small, 167. That's there. Then roadblocks. It tried to break 34, could not, made a bearish engulfing BAM. Now it needs to hold this 47 area, otherwise it's gonna go down more. It's gonna go and test the same area or consolidate more. I will not chase this unless it breaks above 52 area. It needs to break above 52 area, then it can target the gap. Right now it's not doing that. Roadblocks. SOXL. It's also making an evening star. So again, Same thing like with QQQ. It's there. It can break down. Again, I would like to see tomorrow's action on SOXL. If it breaks down, it's going to come down to 39, maybe 38. 30 minutes. Okay, let me just check 30 minutes. 30 minutes on Moderator. No, I still don't see head and shoulders in 30 minutes in Moderator. No. In fact, in the last 30 minutes, there was a bullish action. If you're considering what you call after hours extend, take that out from your chart. It will be much, much cleaner, Mr. Vedi. QCOM. QCOM on the daily. Let me just check. It's kind of, yes. It's there, but not perfect inverted head and shoulders. But yes, it's there, Mitchell. Nugget, like as I said, like crude and gold. Gold is a good buy at 1929. It's holding that area. I'm looking forward for 2600 on gold. If you want to buy Nugget, you can buy Nugget. Somebody also, I remember somebody checked on crude. Crude is holding this area of 108, 110. Till the moment it's holding right now, it's 3% down. Till the moment it's holding there, I think it should be fine. If it breaks 108, it can come down to 102. SC, you can check on Apple. I posted mine. See, if you are late, it's not my problem. I've done the analysis for Apple in my chart. Again, I'm really disappointed to see very less number of people, and I'm spending my time just for nothing. MU, as I've said, it needs to cross 79.80 area. If it does, it will continue to move forward. I don't know why it was up for 2% in the after hours, but 79.80 is an area where it should go higher. It needs to break that area. If it breaks below 75, it's going to go down really, really bad. I'm just taking one last thing. Octa is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. Just sell it more and more and more. Till the moment it's not making stop making a newer low, just keep on selling this. Every time it comes up, sell it. It's very simple. And if you want to see, you can use Heiken-Ishi. It will clearly tell you it's sell. Every time it's coming there, just sell it. Till the moment you don't see a higher low, then need to change. Otherwise, just exit this. Right now, it's on the daily, it's making newer lows, just sell it. Tilray, CGC, all these wheat companies, they nothing have technical about them. It's all about news. If there is some news, they will move. Yes, Mitchell, VIX is around 20. It needs to go about 2150 to push towards 25. So that's about it. The blue, pink level are support and resistance. They are EMA areas. So if you want to use blue or pink, you can use, but that's a little complicated. You can use simple Fibonacci areas to keep things very simple for yourself. And market is coming down a little bit as expected. So let's see where it goes tomorrow. And if crude is down, it will have good impact on any companies which are using like airlines or trains, railroad, transportation companies, which are struggling with it. They can actually use this. I just answered about crude, that crude is holding 108. If it breaks 108, it could be negative. Right now, it's making a dodgy back to back. So I think if it loses 108, it will come down to 100. So it's at that verge. Crude. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your participation. And let's see if I want to do this tomorrow or not. Because I'm really disappointed with, because the amount of time I'm spending here, I'm really disappointed. Okay. We have a couple of people. Hi, Varun.
Yeah. So I want to check on C Limited, like it looks like a rising wedge and it is breaking down.
SC is losing that momentum. Yes. Below 115, it can come down to 95 area.
It has gap also below, like around 100.
Yep, gap will be filled. Gap can be filled. But
Okay, yeah.
we need to see if it holds that 115 area. 115 area is really important.
Mm-hmm.
Till the moment it's holding this area. It was test of support, test of resistance, now test of support again. Let's see if it holds. If it doesn't, it will fill the gap.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Nehal.
Sorry to see, Paji, low number of people, but I think I'm good now. I was thinking about this Nvidia and AMD only.
All right. All right, guys. Thank you. Karapudi, I just said that crude is impacting all these airlines. So if crude is low, airlines will go higher. And I'm positive on airlines and travel sector. Kulwant Singh ji, if you want to do option trading, you need to try some understanding of basic options, like what calls are, puts are, spreads are. Learn about them, do some paper trading on them, and then you can try options. I can check SAWB, Shockwave Medical. I have no idea about this company, but it's making an evening star, which is never a good sign. It might come down to 178. I use 12 and 34 and daily EMAs. 1234. Again, if you want watch my videos, you will find all of this information. There are videos in the learning section which you can use to create all of that charts. So Mr. Singh, this is an evening star, which is not a good sign. It might come down to 178. That could be a good point for entry, not at this point. All right, thank you very much. We'll see you.